I have some concerns I want to address. I am embarrassed by some tweets I made in the past. I want to apologize for those. They do not in any way represent who I am today or what the last night will be about.
On June 2017, E3 lit up with game announcements, but one unexpected title stole the spotlight.
A game called The Last Night.
The Last Night, a cyberpunk dystopia pixel art brought to life and a promise of a world where technology has erased the need to work. But instead of a dazzling success story, The Last Night became notorious, then faded into obscurity to become one of indie gaming's most anticipated and elusive titles. Odd Tales, led by
Tim Soret,
had crafted a vision like nothing else at the time, but just as quickly as the buzz built, everything went silent. And it's now been 7 years. Today, we're following the digital breadcrumbs to uncover The Last Night's troubled path to figure out what happened to this highly anticipated title. We usually cover all things retro here on the channel, fixing old tech, diving into nostalgia, the works. So this video's a bit different, but I've always wondered what happened to The Last Night, and I've spent a lot of time researching and putting this video together. So if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any thoughts, hit the comment section. Anyway, we're not here to put socks on centipedes, so let's get into it. The Last Night debuts at E3, generating excitement and securing Raw Fury as its publisher. With incredible visuals, cyberpunk fans rallied, believing this would be the next big indie title. This game was my personal fave from E3 this year. I am so in love with the art style. This reminds me so much of Blade Runner. All I'm saying is that Tim Soret is going to be earning a shitload of cheddar once this hits the stores. I fully support this game, but like every good mystery, The Last Night's success had a shadow. A controversial past that would very quickly surface. Old tweets from Tim Soret quickly came back to haunt the project. They showed Soret supporting Gamergate, a movement infamous for targeted harassment, primarily of women in gaming. Our game, The Last Night, will take place in a cyberpunk world where modern feminism won instead of egalitarianism. I find it interesting to show the danger of extreme progressivism in the background of the game, the characters, and the story. These are some of the themes I want to depict: gamification, eugenics, demography, extreme feminism which wants to erase genders, etc. Gamergate's toxicity cast a heavy cloud over The Last Night, as fans began to question not only the game, but its creators' intentions. Tim Soret responded, apologizing and explaining that his views had changed.
Now, of course, I have some concerns I want to address. I am embarrassed by some tweets I made in the past. I want to apologize for those. They do not in any way represent who I am today or what The Last Night will be about.
But for some, the damage was already done, and controversy now shrouded the game. The game's publisher, Raw Fury, also released a statement in an attempt to reassure fans that The Last Night wasn't a commentary against feminism or progress. We at Raw Fury believe in equality, believe in feminism, and believe everyone has a right and chance at the equal pursuit of happiness. The comments Tim made in 2014 are certainly surprising and don't fit the person we know. We wouldn't tolerate working with someone who portrays the caricature of Tim going around the internet right now. Raw Fury then goes on to call Tim's 2014 statements naive. However, they also bring attention to his supposed championing of women in gaming that same year. Tim has assured us that The Last Night does not spout a message steeped in regressive stances. We trust Tim, and we know that he is an advocate for progression both in and outside of our industry. More statements were released, and Soret continued his attempt at damage controlling the situation. He promised an inclusive vision, saying The Last Night was not going to be a game against feminism or any form of equality, and that the fictional setting would challenge techno-social progress without trying to promote regressive ideas. But as time passed, another problem emerged. The game aimed for a unique look, a blend of 2.5D pixel art and low poly 3D elements, a technically demanding style. Odd Tales pushed Unity to its limits, creating custom tools and assets for a seamless experience. But this vision required more resources, more funding, and unfortunately, more time In late 2018, Odd Tales revealed that The Last Night faced massive business, legal, and funding issues that significantly disrupted development. These challenges coincided with heightened scrutiny following Tim's resurfaced controversial tweets from 2014. While Odd Tales and publisher Raw Fury initially worked to address the controversy, the legal and business problems that followed were serious enough to halt progress on the game. Specific details about the legal issues were not disclosed publicly, but they were cited as a primary factor in delaying the release and forcing the studio to seek additional funding. One tangible impact of these challenges was the cancellation of a planned trailer for The Last Night at the Game Awards 2018. This decision reflected the broader turbulence within Odd Tales, as they struggled with financial stability and the fallout from the controversy. These events likely contributed to Raw Fury and Odd Tales parting ways in 2020, leaving Odd Tales to continue the project independently. 2 years ago, Odd Tales and Raw Fury agreed to part ways on The Last Night. We've now finalized an agreement to get back from Raw Fury the full publishing rights for The Last Night, and we will handle the game exclusively going forward. We wish the talents at Raw Fury all the best in their future endeavors. Tim. Odd Tales hasn't given up yet on The Last Night. In February 2024, Nicholas Renuel, the game's lead programmer, shared an encouraging update. He explained that the team had been making real progress, focusing on building custom architecture and tools using Unity. These new tools are designed to improve the game's performance and visual quality. Despite the delays and controversies, these technical advancements show that Odd Tales is still fighting to bring their ambitious vision to life. However, after years of delays and setbacks, it's still unclear if this new direction will lead to the game's long-awaited release. While sparse updates give fans renewed hope, Odd Tales has yet to release new gameplay footage or set a release date. The ongoing silence in this regard leaves the project's future uncertain, cementing the game as one of the most compelling unfinished stories.
Just want to say thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Like I said at the beginning, this is pretty different to what we're used to doing on the channel. So if you like it, why not subscribe? You know, let us know in the comments if we should do more stuff like this, or give us your feedback. We want to hear what you have to say. If you're looking for another video, the one on your screen is pretty good. Why not give it a try? We'll see you next week.